Hey everybody, welcome back to the Sports Place where we talk sports and have sports debate. Go ahead and hit like and subscribe below, and let's get the show started. So Clarissa Shields made her MMA debut just a few days ago, and she pretty much dominated that match. So do you think that's what we're going to expect from her as far as her new endeavors?
I'm going to top in first with that one because I love Clarissa Shields. I'm a big fan of her, especially from the boxing world. Uh, I think she did an amazing job. You know what I mean? She definitely has some things to work on as far as like her ground game, but she's definitely a strong person. She got those good positions sometimes. You know what I mean? She was going against a person who's not a thrower. She's not a striker. She was a wrestler and she was trying to get her on the ground. And when she got on the ground, she found her way to get out of it. And she even broke out of some submissions as well, which was amazing to see from a person who used to just throwing hands. Now you got hands and feet coming at your head. So I definitely commend her for what she did. She got down and dirty. Even when her trainers were telling her to get up at the last second when she finished the fight, they wanted her to stand back up. She said, "No, I'm going to finish it now." And you can hear the way those punches were sounded. I'm sure that lady cannot hear out her ear now because she was punching the mess out of her ear. Clarissa got down there, did her thing. So I would love to see her doing more out there. And I wanted her to do whatever brings her the most money. I don't know which one brings her more money, whether MMA or boxing, because I know they both are kind of low-paying sports, depending on your popularity. But whatever brings her more money that gives her the justice that she needs as a fighter, she can do it. Because we've never seen a boxer step into the MMA realm that I know of. And I feel like she's the first one to do it the way she did. Because she got in there, she handled business. When she was striking, the girl did not want to strike. I don't think there's anybody who's going to be able to strike her when it comes to MMA, especially with more time coming around with training, getting her Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu up and her grappling and stuff like that. If she takes that to the next level, she can actually run the sport in my eyes. But that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think.
So I agree with you on a lot of stuff, especially where she got out of grappling, she got out of specific holds, and she lasted the whole time. I think she has a conditioning. Boxers have to go 8 to 10 rounds for their fights, and their actual rounds are a little bit longer. One thing I do worry about with Clarissa is that she's such a great striker that you do want to worry about the stuff you're not good at, especially in MMA, since it is, mixed martial arts. It's not just the striking. And I was going to try to not correct you, but I was going to point out Ronda Rousey, where she was knocking people out. But then when people got in close and grappled with her, that's when things became different, because anybody can make anybody submit, honestly. And that's the scary part. And it's hard to make somebody to knock somebody out to get a TKO in MMA. More so than in boxing. In boxing, you're going for the gusto, you're going for body, make somebody keel over, and then finish them off, or head, and then just finish them off. With MMA, I think she has the footwork. I think she has the skills to stand up with anybody. But I do want to see her improve on the ground. I love that she escaped a lot of arm bars, and she escaped a lot of the holds, because that's going to be like, to me, that's where she really has to improve, where she's going to show that I'm not just going to stand toe with you. When we get on the ground, I'm going to be a dangerous aspect on the ground also. So when she has that full game, she's going to be unstoppable. Right now, it's great that she can keep people at bay. She can stand up with people. She can escape stuff. I do want to see her take people down a little bit more. But I think the sky's the limit for Clarissa. I think she beat Brittany up pretty badly, and then I wouldn't want to stand in front of Clarissa any day of the week. So I think the sky's the limit for her, and I think she can really take this far. I love when boxers go into MMA, because they're really great on their feet, and now you just have to work on that ground game. I think I love when I see people cross over from sports, especially into MMA, kickboxers, wrestlers, so on and so forth, and to see her go from her record as an amateur boxer was like 77 and like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was a monster.
Clarissa Shields herself has said that even with that impeccable record that she's had in boxing, that she doesn't feel that she's had the popularity, the name recognition that she deserves. Do you think they will give her that opportunity to become more of a household name?
Yeah, it does. Say, for instance, earlier, the boxing and the MMA kind of low fan sports, unless you're like really coming from that world. You kind of don't know until they reach a certain peak. but she's 77. You know, how many fights do you really need to know before somebody says that girl good? You know, so
Also, she went to the Olympics twice.
she went, yeah, and you know, it's still she's almost still trying to build up that name, and it's not fair. It's not fair. She should be a household name right now, and people should be like, we need to look out for her. We want her as a fight, as opposed to who is this girl? You know, she should be a household name easily.
Yeah, but also, with these type of sports, when it comes to any type of like sport like this, it's hard for a woman to get her foot in the door. Ronda Rousey is one of the lucky ones, you know what I mean? Because she got to use her. She was more so of a bully in the game, so I feel like that got her into the scene of movies and all that stuff, wrestling. Like, it's a very select few that get chosen to move on and do bigger things. And I feel like Clarissa Shields has benefited the most for that. Not many people know who she is, and that's crazy. She's literally one of the best female boxers of all time, if not the best.
Of all time.
You know what I mean? So it's hard to say, will she give her a bigger name? Like I said, we can hope so, but when it comes to these type of sports, especially for a woman, it's hard. So, like I said, we can hope for the best for her. I want her to get the recognition she deserves. Like I said, it's 2-time Olympian. You know what I mean? That, like, she has the tattoo on her arm, so it's like.
I believe she's medaled both times too. It's not she just.
Of course, that's guaranteed.
Not just going.
She's definitely one of the best fighters. She needs to be in there with some men boxing. I feel like she can get in there with some men that box and do things to them that they wouldn't expect. So I feel like Clarissa definitely deserves it, but who says she's going to get it? You know what I mean?
Nah, Spike Lee needs to reach out. You know, these casting directors need to reach out to her. These endorsement deals need to reach out to her. I mean, we see the same thing, you know, not to drag it out to another topic, but we saw ESPN cover the Logan Paul fight, and Simone Biles was winning her 7th championship. So it's crazy because, like, what do you have to do? How many people do I have to knock out? So give Clarissa a deal, get her an endorsement deal, whether with Kango, Brooklyn Knights, Nike, Reebok. These people need to sponsor and foster the spirit so that we can foster the next generation who are looking up to Clarissa, and so she's more in this limelight, especially if she's well deserving. If she's a good person, great athlete, let's get her the money. Let's put it in front of that crowd, that audience, because from what I know, it looks like a great role model. She looks like a great role model. And
I watched plenty of her interviews and that stuff like that. Also, her being from Michigan. She's from Michigan, one of the toughest places to be from. You know what I mean? Detroit. So it's just like, we got to do better, man. We got to do better as far as like giving our women out here that doing good things their flowers while they're still here. Because down the line, like I said, everybody wants to be a fan once they're gone. So right now, we're giving Clarissa her roses, flowers, whatever type of flowers you like, you can have them. Here on the Sports Place, we appreciate you. We appreciate you guys for coming out and watching and tuning in. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, whatever you need. Let us know what's up, man. We appreciate y'all.